Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 2 of my AC Milan series here on FM20. Like I said, super excited, super hyped up to be playing FM20. Sort of unexpected to an extent, them releasing the beta essentially over 2 weeks before the full release. So I was I was caught off guard by it, but I'm hyped up and super happy nonetheless. Anyway, let's get into things here because things haven't been ideal since we started the series. Obviously, the last episode we did lose to Juventus in a game we probably didn't deserve to lose. Anyway, let's get into the fixtures. Here is that Juventus game that I was talking about. We also had a player sent off in Romagnoli. So yeah, we followed that up with a 1-1 draw at home to Fiorentina. As you can see, we opened the scoring through Ricardo Rodriguez, and then they got a goal back 5 minutes later through Pedro. We then followed that with another 1-1 draw, this time against Roma. However, they were the team that opened the scoring through Perotti, and we luckily got a goal back there through Rebic. Now, I didn't really mention Rebic in the last episode, but he's really started to turn things around for us. He is currently on loan from Frankfurt in Germany. And as you can see, he's not a bad striker. In theory, I would say he's probably a little bit weaker than our other two, but for some reason, he just likes to score goals, and that's exactly what we need. Anyway, we then managed another draw. This is the bad form that I was talking about. We didn't really lose. We haven't actually lost since the Juventus game, but we like to draw up until recently. Anyway, Lecce was up next. 0-0 draw. Another red card. I think there's been like a red card in every single game. Oh, except for the Fiorentina game. There was a red card here for Roma. And then there was a red card there for Lecce as well. Yeah, 0-0, another draw. And then we managed a draw away from home against Atalanta. As you can see, another red card. I'm probably just going to put this down to the fact that it is the beta, and sometimes these sorts of things happen. Not really anything you can do about it other than, is it even a bug? Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, they opened the scoring through Gomez, and we got a goal back through Krunic, who also wasn't mentioned in the previous episode, but he's basically just a sort of backup centre midfielder. But luckily came on, scored a goal, saving us a point. We then managed to win our first game against Brescia at home, 2-0 victory. Rebic getting the opening goal for us there. Calabria, another red card, getting sent off there with a straight red. And then Pione Sisto in the 46th minute, getting his first goal for the club. Of course, the new signing, Pione Sisto. If you didn't see the last episode, we paid £14.5 million for him, as we were lacking a right winger. He's doing well. He didn't really do well up until this point, and since he started to do well, the whole team's doing well. So, yeah. We then managed to beat Napoli 2-0 at home, a very important victory here. Rodriguez on the score sheet again. I actually want to show you his goal, because I'm pretty sure it was a screamer. It was a really, really good goal. In the 21st minute, I'm pretty sure this was it. Conti, Pequita, Rodriguez, bang. Absolute rocket. Way outside the box as well. Don't really expect your left back to be scoring goals like that. So yeah, Pequita was the other goal scorer. I think his first goal for us on the series as well. And then finally, the last game I just played was a 3-1 away victory against Cagliari. As you can see, Rebic again on the score sheet. Kessie scored a penalty, his first goal as well. I think he actually missed a penalty in one of these draws, if I'm not mistaken. And finally, Suso also on the score sheet. They got a goal back through Giovanni Simeone in the 50th minute, but luckily we managed to hold on for the victory. Now, look at the league table. We're currently in 8th position. I think top 7 is European places, depending on the winner of the TAM Cup. So far so good, I guess, kind of. I wanted to be doing better. I mean, if you look at our close rivals. You've got Inter and Juventus, who are both unbeaten in the first and second positions. Inter are actually only first ahead of Juventus because of an extra game they have played. So it's pretty competitive. I mean, even Fiorentina hasn't lost yet. And of course, we actually drew against them in that second game. So I don't know. Part of me thinks that things aren't going too well. But then at the same time, we haven't lost since that opening game. So yeah, it can't be too bad. Anyway, today's opponent's going to be Lazio. Hopefully we can sort of continue to turn our fortunes around. One other thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to do it in the last episode. Two things, actually. First of which, the finances. We did have about 40 million in the balance. But then somehow we've started to lose money. As you can see, we're losing about 4 to 5 million per month. However, the projection actually looks really good. They're expecting us to have 47 mil by the end of the season, 120 by the end of next season. So that looks pretty good. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to show you is the club vision. Now, this is a new feature, obviously, FM20. Should have gone over it in the first episode. As you can see, we've got all these different board sort of expectations, or club expectations. As you can see, want us to sign players under the age of 23 and do not sign players over the age of 30. The importance of those is not really too strong. The 5-year plan here, work within the wage budget, which is the highest importance. Obviously, we're on course to do that. We're under the wage budget. And they also want us to offer minimum 4-year contracts for first-team players with a sort of middle level importance there. They also want us to qualify for the Europa League this season with the highest importance. So top 7 is obviously what we want to be doing. And they also, to a lesser extent, want us to reach the semi-final for the TIM Cup. Next season, going to be a little bit different. As you can see, challenging for silverware is quite an interesting one for next season. They also just want us to challenge for the title, which is, yeah, it's a weird thing. Anyway, I'm liking that. There's also this thing as well, the Dev Center. Haven't really looked at it too much. It's more about players on loan and how certain players are developing in the under-20s and under-18s, for example. The weird thing I've noticed is the under-18s does not have an icon here, which I think is really weird. Might be a bug. Maybe I should report that. I don't know. I'm not really too worried about it. It's not really affecting anything too much right now. Anyway, let's get into the lineup for today's game. That looks pretty good. I'm going to be starting with Donnarumma in goals, Conti at right back due to an injury, suspension. Yeah, suspension to Calabria, who would usually be the starting right back there. The centre defenders are going to be Romagnoli and Musacchio, similar to that first episode. And of course, Rodriguez will be the left back. We actually got Hernandez, this guy here. He came back from injury. Looks pretty good, 22-year-old Frenchman. Good pace, good going forward, solid enough defensively as well. Probably get some game time. He's only just come back in the last week or two, so yeah. Benassa's been playing really, really well. Not too well, but he's been solid, very solid. Biglia, still really good, but I just felt like maybe it was his physicals that were sort of letting him down a little bit. Anyway, their average rating's pretty much the same. Probably because they're defensive midfielders. Anyway, moving forward, we got Lucas Paqueta and Kessie as our two centre mids. Castillo will be the right winger today. Basically just our backup for both of the wing positions. Sisto, as you can see, picked up a little bit of a knock, so he will not be able to play today. And then on the other wing, we've got Suso, who just recently picked up his first goal for the club. So pretty happy with that. And then up top, we're going to stick with Rebic. Just due to the fact that Leao and Piatek, they're just not playing well. They're really just not scoring. They're not playing well. And Rebic is getting a job done. The bench day is going to be Reina, Hernandez, Biglia, Cavagnera, Sisto, Leao, Bonaventura, Brunic, and Piatek. All right, let's get into Lazio, shall we? I'm just going to tell the boys to pick up where they left off. For some reason, whenever I do the I expect you to win team talk, they draw. So, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I'm not going to try and read into that too much, but it just, from what I, sort of have gauged so far, that was sort of when all the draws were happening as well. Anyway, we do have Lazio. They're a decent side. They're not doing too well at the moment since the season started. But as we all know, they are a very good side. They've got some really good players. Well, Castillo has stolen the ball there. And Benassa has given it away. That was so bad. Equator wins it back though. Can't get an attack launched. I'm wondering if Lazio are going to actually have a decent chance here. They're still winning the ball back. We can't keep possession at the moment. And yeah, Lulic. I thought a goal might have come there for them. A very early goal, 3.5 minutes in. And Lulic has scored for Lazio. As you can see, I mean, Rodriguez tries to head it clear. But yeah, Lazari gets it. And the fullback, our fullback, is just nowhere to be seen. Obviously, our normal starting fullback is not there. And of course, Conti's coming in. And like I said, I don't feel as solid when he's playing. And yeah, we've conceded. Worth mentioning, I think they're playing 5 at the back. Is that an own goal from Rodriguez? Yep, it's an own goal from Rodriguez. We're 2-0 down, and it's really, really not looking good at the moment. Off of the corner, I mean, what was Rodriguez doing there? I mean, that's shambles right there at the back. He's on the post, and the ball's literally going away from the goal, and somehow he connects with it and puts it into his own net. Should probably encourage the boys, but I mean, not a great performance. We've got a few bad performers out there. Kessie's on a 6.4. Oh my! Like what is going on? That was a dreadful throw-in straight to their player. Luckily, Donnarumma pulling up with a great save there to keep us in it, even though it's 2-0 Lazio. All right, it's the worst first half we've actually had so far in the series. Conti almost lost it again. If we could get a goal back right now, that would be ideal. Kessie. Castillo. Finish. Oh, Rodriguez. Oh, it's gone in. I don't know how it went in. No. No way he's offside. That's cruel. That's actually cruel. I'm going to go aggressive. I haven't gone aggressive so far, so we'll see if that'll do anything. But that's a really cruel thing to do. Been FM'd right there. Both our centre-backs are now on yellow cards as well, which fills me with a lot of confidence. Especially with how many red cards we've seen so far. And they've got a third goal. Korea. Alright, this is by far the worst performance. Well, obviously, it is the worst performance we've had. Somehow we've conceded 3 goals. Where is the defending? What is Romagnoli doing? He's literally heading the ball back to their player. And I mean, who's that? Musacchio was dreadful. I don't actually have any other centre-backs, otherwise I'd probably take him off. Anyway, we're going to bring Krunic on for Paqueta, who's picked up a knock in the game. And basically, yeah, I think we've lost this one, unfortunately. I mean, Lazio's whole defense is on incredible ratings, which is really frustrating. Anyway, Castillo, Rebic loses a ball. And once again, Lazio are coming forward. I mean, there's still 18 minutes left, plus stoppage time. I mean, things could actually go from bad to worse. We could concede a few more goals here. I mean, I'm going to stay on attacking because I don't really want to change my philosophy, even though it's clearly not working right now, as Lulic almost scores another goal. Luckily, we do have Donnarumma in goals. What a dreadful performance. Only 2 shots on target. I mean, I feel like they were a 5 at the back. They've now changed it. Man, what a terrible, terrible game. We're going to bounce back from it, though. I'm not going to let that sort of result deter me. Yeah, as you can see, we were 7 matches unbeaten. And now we've, crashed back down to earth. And that puts us back into 10th place in Serie A. Got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of work to do. Obviously, this AC Milan team, not the greatest in the world. They do have some good players. But they're just, they're not top-level players. It's going to be a struggle to get top 7, I think. But I do think we can actually do it. Anyways, that's going to be it from me, guys. We could drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, apart from that, take it easy and goodbye.